Hey y'all, I was discussing with a friend of mine at work today, what in the world can I cook for supper tonight? You know, it's the age-old question. And he suggested what I guess we'll call deconstructed chicken Caesar salad. He said, why don't you just take some chicken breast and slice them horizontally to thin them out, and then dredge each of those chicken cutlets in some butter and olive oil, then some panko and parmesan cheese, pan fry them in a little olive oil, and then serve them with Caesar salad on top. Makes my mouth water just talking about it. So I'm gonna finish getting my chicken cleaned up and sliced into cutlets. Then I'll head over to the stove and do the rest. I'll come back on and make some Caesar salad dressing. You know I love to make my Caesar salad dressing homemade. You know I don't like anchovies, and you know I don't like eggs. If you don't want to call it Caesar salad dressing after I'm finished, don't call it that. But it's my version. I'll put all that together, and I think the finished product is going to be delicious. I have about 1/3 of a stick of melted butter. I'm gonna add some olive oil to that. And I've gotten hooked on this Nara Smith Algae Cooking Club roasted garlic oil. I'm gonna use some of that too. If you don't have that, just use regular olive oil, but you might wanna try that out. So now I'm just going to dredge my chicken cutlets first in that butter and oil, and now in my panko and Parmesan cheese mixture. My friend said that I need to dip it in egg first, but I couldn't get past the fact that it just felt like I'd have a scrambled or a fried egg as a layer between my crust and my chicken. I know I'm weird. So I decided to do the butter and olive oil instead. May not stick, but I won't be thinking about the egg the whole time. I'm barely eating the chicken. Somebody commented one time and said, you know, you say you don't like chicken, but you cook chicken a lot and you always say how delicious it is. She said, I think you like chicken. Maybe I do. I think I'm just grossed out by chicken. But I'm gonna stand on the fact that I don't like eggs. While my chicken is finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and make my Caesar salad dressing. I'll start with roughly 1/2 cup of mayonnaise in my jar. I might make a little bit more. I'll put the recipe for good proportions in the caption, but I have 6 cutlets, and so that we'll have some left over, I might make a little bit more than I usually make. I'll squeeze in about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm gonna add 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, a couple of tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and some Worcestershire. Now you don't need to get in the comments and tell me that Worcestershire has anchovies in it. I already know that, I just like to forget it. So please refrain. I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons of Worcestershire, black pepper, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon. Whisk all this together. And now I'll drizzle in the same amount of olive oil as I put mayonnaise. So in this case, about 3/4 of a cup. Whisking as I drizzle. I have some fresh romaine that I washed. And I'm going to add that to my bowl, along with a little Parmesan cheese, a few croutons, and some of that dressing. Toss that together. And I have an idea. This will be a lot easier to eat if I chop it with this little chopper. Every time I use it, somebody asks me about it. I got it from Amazon, and I have it on my link tree under my profile picture if you're interested. Just click on Amazon, then on what I'm cooking with, and I think you'll see it. Okay, that looks better. I have my chicken cutlet. This is why I'm calling it Deconstructed Chicken Caesar Salad. Look at that. Now, doesn't that look delicious? And it is. Yeah, I think that commenter was right. I think I do like chicken if I cook it and clean it, and especially if I cook it like this. I'm talking too much again. Make this and y'all go have a good day.